All right, we here. We live. Hey, girl.
Hey
Hey,
girl.
Brittany. How
What's
you
up,
doing?
Shippy? You know
But
I'ma always fall through on the fall through.
period. Okay, I have a good question. Would you be offended if your spouse told you there was something they didn't like about your sex? You're an adult. Grow up. You have no right to be mad.
I
Aren't we all here to learn?
It depends on what they say.
I don't like the way you do those circles no more. How do
Mm.
you respond?
Well, when you stop liking it?
Why
Because you
you
noticed
gotta
the
be
other.
like that? Why you gotta be like that? Like you are in your feelings. Why? You mad? You
No, no, no,
offended?
no, 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 no. Let me bring it down. Okay, so you know what I mean. What do you want me to do? What would you like? What you want me to do? Squares? Like you want me to do triangles? Circles ain't working for you? Okay,
There you go.
but
Get with
like
it. But in the back of your head, you're gonna be like, when the fuck did that change? You're gonna automatically assume that it's another woman instead of asking them.
I wouldn't assume that it was another woman. Like everybody has things that they like and things that work
Mm-hmm.
and things that don't. I you know I just think
Girl, we
maybe
all gonna ask. We
circles.
we all gonna ask. Like, if you was a circle circle dot dot ass nigga, why all of a sudden I gotta do squares and triangles? What changed? Have you been talking to somebody? Is this just something you want to experiment with, or was there a
Well,
bitch
I would
involved?
ask, where did that come from? Like what made you not like it anymore?
But would you ask her genuinely, or would you ask her with an attitude?
I'd say just like I said it just now.
Ooh, that was kind of nasty. That was kind of spicy. I don't know.
Like what made it change? Why don't you like it anymore?
But we just, but I just, wanted to try something different. I wanted to see if we could do something different. I bet. Well, you should have led with that.
Yeah, it's because that's another thing too. It's the approach.
How would you
Like,
tell? How would you tell your spouse that you didn't like that little thing they do no more, and you want to do something different?
mm, babe,
Yeah, yeah, babe.
babe, I don't like when you put your thumb in my butt upwards. Put it in downwards.
Why?
Like, don't put it like this. I want you to put it like that.
You been feeling like that?
I don't know. Like it's still the sensation. It's more comfortable when it's down.
Why you ain't say nothing before?
I know. I don't want you to be mad.
So you was just gonna put up with it?
No, that's why I'm saying something now.
Oh, I, oh, I. Down we go. See, communication is key. Like
Communication is key.
people just be just disappointed and then be complaining that they disappointed when all they had to do was say
Now,
something.
what if it's like, hmm, baby, listen, I don't know what's going on with your pussy lately, but it's not giving
What it's supposed to give?
what it's supposed to give. It's, I don't know if you need to do them exercises
The giggles.
or what's going on. I don't know if we having sex too much,
Maybe we need to take a break because
but
sometimes
it's
you need
not
to take some
giving.
time. I'd be like, well, buy me some Benoit balls.
Help me do my kegels, nigga.
Yeah. Maybe if you give me
And we
something
can
to squeeze, it would have got squozed.
But in a sense, no, I wouldn't be upset if my spouse said they wanted something different or they didn't like a certain thing anymore.
Niggas like getting their nipples twist. They love that shit. If you suck a
Let's
man's nipple, they love it.
hmm,
I don't give a
I ain't
fuck
gonna get
how
up on here
tough
and
they
tell
are.
all my I ain't gonna get up on here and tell all my tricks.
Nigga,
but niggas love nipple play.
They do.
We just gonna leave it at that.
All right.
If you ain't, ladies, anybody who's listening, watching,
I
if you
don't care how
wanna,
tough he is.
right,
Grab
if
that
you
nipple.
wanna blow your niggas' mind, lick that nipple.
Do it right too. Lick it how you would want yours licked.
Exactly, and he's going to go off the map.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you
Unless
doing it
he,
while you doing
unless he's
Kegels,
insecure, he gonna feel like you trying to do something crazy, and
and
he's
if
gonna
he
feel
if
a
he's
little
feeling like
feminine
that,
about
he's
it,
suspect. He's suspect. I don't
and
give a
that's a red
fuck.
flag.
Yeah,
Red
red
flag.
flag like a motherfucker, because you should not feel like that when you with your lady.
Exactly. If he act like he want to punch you in the head because you done licked his nipple, cut him,
If he
cut him,
act
and
like he
cut him
want to
now.
punch you in the head because you licked his nipple, grab his ass and run. Fuck it. Just go balls to the wall. Tickle his butthole. Fuck it. But bitch, you better take off.
And for anybody who doesn't know, the gooch
Is the
or
area.
perineum in anatomical terms.
Get your smart ass out of here. The gooch. The space between the balls and the butthole.
Exactly. It's a very
That little
thin,
flat,
sensitive
smooth.
area.
That smooth space.
There's a lot of nerve endings down there.
Just follow
And
the
if you would
line.
just take a moment to suckle,
Suckle.
lick, or caress, poke,
If you apply
it's gonna
pressure,
set off fireworks in your man.
yeah, just apply pressure to the gooch.
Yeah, just any type of pressure, he's gonna love it.
Don't get no square ass nigga and try the gooch method on him. Cause you might get fucked up. Know who you dealing with before you pull out the
Yeah, you
gooch
have to
method.
know. You have to know that you are dealing with a man's man
Yes.
that is secure with himself
Mm-hmm.
and anything sexual. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what it is about men and their butts. It's not the butt. It's once you've had it, you'll never not want it again. Slip it in when you down there giving the ball some play. When you're down there giving the ball some action, just slip it in while you're
Follow
down
the
there.
line.
That just follow the trail.
Follow the line.
Zip.
It'll lead you where you
It's
need to
right there.
be. But just don't go too far. Don't go into that pond. You gonna
Um,
follow that river, that line all the way
and
down to that.
if you ever happen to get down there and it start tasting salty and smelling away,
Turn around. First of all, spit. Spit. And then turn around. It's over at that point.
yeah,
Because he violated by even
yeah,
allowing you to
because
go down there.
don't don't have me down here and you ain't right within yourself.
And this is why I always say, like, I'm sorry, I have OCD. I cannot have sex unless I've taken a shower. Like, I have to be fresh out of the shower because I'm nasty. And if we're going to be nasty, you got to be fresh out the shower. Brittany, you
And
getting nasty not fresh out the shower?
yeah,
You're disgusting. You're a filthy animal. You're a filthy animal. I told you I have
I'm not. I'm
OCD.
not. No, no. I haven't. Every time that I've had sex, I've not been fresh out the shower. It's no.
I mean, no,
Mm-mm.
I ain't talking about no quickie. You know, you can have sex, but if you're being nasty,
Mm. I mean, yeah. If I know shit's about to go down, 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 yeah, I'm gonna be waxed to the motherfucking gods.
oh, I usually know.
Okay, I'm gonna be clean as a baby's bottom.
I don't know. I'm just
It's
always prepared. Like if I know I'm in a setting where that's a possibility, maybe it's just me always. I don't know. I'm just always prepared for
that
sex.
doesn't yeah. I'm not gonna be like you know
Fresh out
out
of the
all
gym.
day, running, right. Like, I'm not
I've
gonna be
been
fresh
running.
out
I
the
just did an
gym.
8-hour shift at the factory, and I'm ready. I'm ready to give
Nah,
you
nah, nah,
everything I
nah,
got.
nah.
I just think about all the skin cells that we lose daily. You're sweating. Maybe it's because I'm in Georgia, and I think about the Georgia summers, and you need to no. It's humid out here,
Maybe,
and I'm just like,
but that's not top priority for me. I don't want you sweaty and salty.
I don't want you to sweat at all.
But yeah,
That's just
don't
me.
care.
I want to smell like a grown ass woman. Like when you
Right, you
smell
want
me
to
walking
smell
by.
luxurious,
Yes.
expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like I don't even eau de toilette it. I have to get the parfum.
My parfum was taken back from me
What?
by a my Chanel chance
Yeah,
that
and
my
you know so
ex.
I've been looking for that shit. I can't
I love
find it.
it.
I can't find it.
I love it. He got it from Macy's.
First of all, how he gonna take it back? You mean he
Hold on,
stole it? He stole it?
no, he bought it for me for
Yeah,
Christmas,
but if
and
he stole it when you wasn't looking.
no, when we broke up, he took it, and he took that, and he took my watch that he got me for my birthday,
I remember that watch
and
too.
yeah, and you know what he did with it?
Pawned it.
Mm-hmm.
He gave it to another bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And she
He gave it
accepted it.
to the. So listen, me and her had a conversation about that. The ex girlfriend. He So she was like, oh, she was like, did you have Chanel perfume and this
You gave her
rose
that
gold
too.
watch?
Wait, so she accepted a bottle that was half empty.
I didn't use a lot of it. So
All right, go back to
between
what she
what
was
we
saying.
he got it for me for Christmas. So between December and June, it was probably like maybe like this much going.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I didn't wear it all the time.
I was still saw a
Um,
used bottle, but continue.
right. So I don't know, he might have put water in it or
Oh!
something to fill it up.
How? How?
Don't water down the Chanel.
Yeah.
But she
Now
was
it's a
like,
eau de
yeah.
toilette. Continue.
She was like, yeah, he gave me for my birthday
For
Michael
her
Kors purse
birthday.
and the Chanel perfume and this watch. But it was weird because he had like the Chanel perfume was just sitting like in front of the purse, and then he had the watch like inside one of the pockets. And she's like, oh, this is cute, but she was like, where's the box?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, like I did get it on clearance. So it didn't come with a box. She was like, that's a
Lying.
lie. All watches come with boxes.
Yeah. Even if they give
So,
you some box.
right. So she did a little investigation. On Facebook you can check like people's mentions,
Mm-hmm.
like whenever they were at it. So she looked on his page and she went through and she saw where I had posted the watch on my birthday.
I remember.
Yeah. And so she saw that and she was like, so once I found out that the watch
I look high as
had
hell.
a previous owner, the perfume also didn't have a box either. So I knew the perfume was used as well. She was like, do you want it? I said, girl, keep that shit. I don't want that shit.
I was like, can I have my shit back?
I didn't want to,
I
no, I
can't
don't want to have
find
nothing from
Chanel. I
him.
can't find it.
No, I'm kind of mad because that shit smells so good.
Yeah, like fuck that. Give me my shit.
It
I can't
smells
find
so
it.
good.
I don't want to
I
pay all
also
that
like
money.
the Dior. I forget what it's called.
The
It's a
man one
Dior.
or a woman one?
The man one.
I got that for him. He's not allowed to
Uh,
wear it when he's not with me. And you not allowed to wear no clothes that it was sprayed on.
honey, yeah, because you're not about to be out here smelling scrum diddly umptious.
Period. Cause he would be an old spice ass nigga if it wasn't.
Axe.
Nigga still be wearing X, hot bod ass motherfucker. If it wasn't for me.
Curve. I
For you.
remember, oh my gosh, Curve had the boys on the chokehold when I was in middle
What?
school. I
I feel
stuck.
like my 30s is way better than my 20s. I feel like
Ah,
I'm doing way more.
ah.
I'm doing better in life. I'm
Oh yeah.
just. I feel like I get more respect now than I did in my 20s. Like, I'm embracing my inner auntie. I don't give a fuck. I got a bunch of nieces
I
and
feel like
nephews.
I just don't care a lot about things that I used to
Exactly.
care about. I just
It's the
I had a
freedom.
girl that I worked with and she was funny and she would always say, Brittany, once you turn 30, you're not gonna give a damn. And It was literally once I turned 30, I didn't give a fuck.
Let's
Period.
talk girl code. Do you abide by the girl code? Or do you straddle the line when it comes to the girl code? Like if you in a triple, a throuple, you and two other friends, how do you deal with messy situations? What you do, Britt?
I'm not a big girl coder.
Fucking Aquarius. My God, Brittany. What does that even mean? Elaborate.
I have rules that I think should be standard, but I don't necessarily follow the standard girl code rules.
What does that mean?
So 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 in a group friend type of situation, I don't know if that really I don't really know. I kind of if two friends are having a situation, I'm kind of like, come on, y'all, like chill out. What's going on?
All right,
I don't really got too much.
let me be more specific. If one friend did something that was like dead ass fucking wrong, like girl, I can't believe you fucking. Why did you sleep with her husband? Like,
Oh, bitch, you wild.
huh?
You wrong. You know you wrong. You wrong, and you know you wrong.
Yeah. So you let your
That's
friend know, like,
yeah, yeah.
but
I've
then
often
what?
let
Now
my
you
friend
side
know.
eyeing her, like, cause you gonna sleep with my man too, or do you end that friendship? Do you like? Cause I couldn't be friends
No,
with you.
I I've never been in a situation like that.
I mean, me
I
either. But I just me as a person. See, you're not a girl coder. I am a girl coder. Like, I believe that every title comes with rules and responsibilities. Like, if you're a big brother, you have responsibilities to uphold with that title. If we're best friends or we're a group of friends that are not just homegirls who kick it from time to time, like when we have problems with our kids, we come to each other. When we going through
right,
something, we come to each other. We are the village.
right.
And if someone in the village is fucking up like that, I'm sorry, but it's like we can still be cordial, but you can't be in the
Yeah,
village
because
doing
now I
shit like
think
that.
that something like that is now that's going to fuck up the whole entire dynamic of the whole circle because now it's not going to be group gatherings anymore. It's going to be
Mm-mm.
I'm going to be hanging with her. I'm going to be hanging with you. More than likely, y'all are going to be talking about each other. Now that puts me in a situation. So now I have to make a choice.
Now I gotta make new
And
friends. Like, right, Brittany? That's you, Miss. I ain't in no girl code. Now I gotta get new friends. Goddamn.
now my perspective of girl code is like you don't you don't fuck nobody's man. You don't fuck nobody's man.
And I feel like if you're best friends, you shouldn't fuck siblings either. Cause that's unless like you come to me and you have a real conversation with me about you having feelings with my brother. But like if you just on some jump off shit, like don't fuck my brother. Cause now
Mm,
that's a problem. And you know it's a problem. Like so it's like
it
so
can
that's why
def-
you don't cross that line.
yeah, that can definitely get sticky. But to going back to what I said, you don't fuck people's niggas, and that's where the line stops for me. If it's somebody that you
That's where the line stops for me. Fuck my daddy. You can fuck my father. Don't fuck my nigga.
no, if it's somebody that you just was fucking on a jump off type situation, that's fair game. I'm sorry, I don't care. That's I'm not gonna fuck your nigga. I'm not gonna fuck nobody you was fucking with. Or
Mm.
I'm not fucking your nigga, I'm not fucking your ex nigga. But somebody that you just smashed along the way, that ain't
That's very messy.
that it might be messy, but that's where it ends for me. I
Respect.
that that it's fair game. Now I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't want him, or like I'm not gonna go seeking that situation.
I would have
I'm
a
not.
conversation with my friend though.
Oh yeah, like listen, you know what I mean, such and such. Oh, you remember the boy? Oh, the I kind of like him.
What if she in her feelings about it?
And she tells me, "Oh, don't do that," and I ain't gonna do it.
Okay, so then you do believe in girl code.
To an extent.
You believe in it when you feel like it, but if she said don't do it, but you really wanted to do it, you would fucking do it. Bitch, you ain't shit.
No, 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 no. If my friend expressed to me, oh, like, you know what I mean, don't, I would feel the type of way if you fuck with him. Okay, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
But I'm not actively seeking out niggas that friends of mine or you know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean,
mean, I
shit
wouldn't be
like
friends
that.
with you if you was.
Yeah, I'm not on that type of time. But if it just comes around that it's somebody that you fucked with,
Be like,
it,
hey girl, just a heads up. Me and old
because
whoopty
niggas do
whoop.
it,
Me and old whoopty whoop did a doopty doop.
niggas do it.
They definitely do. But you know, it be very messy. It be messy with them niggas too, cause niggas be fronting like they don't give a fuck. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck, but they really be giving a fuck. So that's why I like to always have conversations with my friends because don't say you don't give a fuck with me and then you really give a fuck. And then, cause if you tell me you don't give a fuck and then you start giving a fuck, now we don't have a friendship no more because you lied to me.
Right.
And that's a
Because
red
I mean,
flag. What girl code rules have you broken? So what did somebody look? Your eyes went to the side. This was your question, so go ahead, sis. This is all juice, no TTV. What's up?
um, what girl code rule? This thing, the girl code that everybody want to abide by. If somebody that I don't fuck behind my friends,
Oh, you just
I
break
did
that. What happened to that friendship? Y'all
it
still,
remains.
y'all still friends? Is it still
Yeah.
strong?
Huh?
Is it still a strong friendship?
Yeah. Now,
She thinks so
I
too.
yeah, yeah, that's
Okay.
my bitch. That's my bitch. Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
she
No, no,
thinks
no,
so
no, no, no.
too.
No, I business. I did fuck behind my cousin. She was mad about that though.
Mm.
But it wasn't something that I planned on happening. It kind of happened,
It be like that
and
sometimes. Was this somebody she cared about or something?
apparently, it's somebody she cared about more than what she said.
Oh, so she was lying.
Right.
Uh,
And it wasn't never a conversation that we had where she was like, oh, you know, what I mean, if you want to fuck him, like you could. Actually, she did say that to me before, but it wasn't in my mind to fuck him.
yeah.
That's the thing about it. It wasn't in my mind to fuck that person, and she doesn't know that we fucked. She assumed that we fucked, but
Oh, I hope she don't see this video.
maybe this is bad. I just feel like if we didn't like dip off and like get into a relationship, it's sex. It's literally skin rubbing together. I don't think that much of it.
Ooh, you're toxic.
Exactly.
You're toxic as fuck. You not supposed to be out here just mingling and mixing soul ties with motherfuckers just because it's skin. It is
You're
not just
right.
skin, Brittany.
You're right. Period.
So, Miss Toxic, what are some of yeah, very toxic. What are some of your red flags? Toxic niggas?
One of my red. This isn't in any type of order. Um,
It's just a list.
men, men, black men who date white women.
Felt that. Why do you feel that way? Because you can't just
I,
say it and not
I,
elaborate on why.
I'll get there. I feel like if white women are your type, I'm not. I don't feel like we have the same things to offer. I
Agreed.
don't feel like we have the same characteristics. I don't feel like we have the same personalities.
We're the complete
So
opposite.
yeah. So if that's what you want, you can't want me.
That's facts.
And that's just it. I don't. I don't. I don't think there's anything much more for me to say.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people will be offended by it, but you're entitled to like what you like the same way they liked white women. It's like, okay, well, I don't like guys that like white women. It's that simple.
Yeah.
And
Um.
I've asked every guy that I've ever been in a relationship that question. I just prefer my men who are into their Nubian queens the way I am into
Yeah,
my
and it's
Nubian
not, and I
kings.
just want to clear up that it's not that I feel like, white women are not as good as me, or like I'm better, or they're inferior, or they're whack, or anything
Yeah.
like that. I just,
I just don't believe in
where's the
mixing.
yeah, what's your whole thing? That's
It's I don't believe in mixing. If you believe in mixing, that's perfectly fine. But in my household, we will be 100% black. That's just the way it is. I have a lot of
yeah.
friends who are mixed. My best friend is half white, half black. That is my motherfucking sister. Love her to death. And her kids are mixed. That's perfectly fine. I'm just saying my household is black. That's it.
And
No,
that's just what it is.
no disrespect to
What
anyone else.
what's one of your red flags?
Cancers. Cancers are a big red
Okay.
flag of mine. I went through my ex Rolodex. Every last one of them was a cancer. How is all of my exes cancers? And I never took notice to that until like I really got into my zodiac shit, like in my 30s. I'm like, they was all fucking cancers. And then that's like, Chiffon, do you like toxic niggas? Because
Mm,
cancers are toxic niggas. Or are you toxic? I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm
we
raising a little cancer. My daughter is a cancer as well. So it's like I'm getting it from both angles. So when they be like, oh, you don't know us, I know them.
you and this big cancer energy,
I
like it's a
know them.
lot.
So
It's
that's why when I
circling
speak
around
on
you.
them, it's not I'm not just saying shit. It's stuff that I've experienced, I've witnessed, I've been through it with these motherfuckers. And I'm not just speaking on my husband. If anybody thinks that anything that I say is all in regards to my husband, it ain't. Trust me, it ain't. All of y'all cancer niggas is weird vibes. Like you can never come up to me and say the first thing I ask motherfuckers when I meet them is when's your birthday? Cause that lets me know what personality I'm dealing with.
Hmm.
I'm not judging you or anything. It's just that I know if you get extra emotional, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, you're a cancer.
Right,
Okay. I know what I'm dealing with.
right.
But I always ask that question. So big red flag for me if you tell me you're a cancer. I'm instantly on guard. And I think it's just because of the my love language is communication as a Libra. Like you have to communicate everything with me. And cancers are so closed off. But they're also so love me, love me, love me. And the
That's
nurturer that I
another.
am wants to love you, love you, love you because you love me, love me, love me.
Right.
But I'm also gonna beat your ass if you play with me. If you fucking play with me.
We had talked about this a little bit earlier. Another red flag: mama's
Ooh.
boys.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Everybody say, okay, I get, how people say, oh, judge man by the way he treats his mother and
Yeah.
sisters. That's all good and fine. There is a difference between having respect for your mother and the women in your family.
And hanging from their titty.
Correct. Correct. There is a clear cut difference.
Yeah, I had one of those exes. His mom used to pop up at our house talking about she was in the neighborhood, but she lived on the other side of town. So I'm like, and I don't care if you was in the neighborhood, have some respect and call.
Right,
Like,
because he's not the only person that lives here.
exactly. But she didn't want me to be with her son anyway, so that's why she was popping up. It doesn't fucking
Yeah,
matter.
that my ex is a big time mama's boy.
Ugh.
Anything and everything his mother said, he hung on like it was the Bible. And
See,
she just as crazy as him. If they say, oh, I love you, but my mom is my mom. I'm always going to love her more. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, like, what?
say less. What's
Not.
a red flag for me? A guy who has a single mother, Like she need a husband or something because now she calling on her son all the time to do stuff for her, and
Right.
I'm
She
very
has now made her son her husband
yeah
subconsciously,
her everything, and I'm
the
good.
man of the
Her
house,
king,
my
my
king,
king.
because it's giving very much. Let him fuck his mama then. You remember?
Period.
Remember? Yvette's friend said, "He let
Well,
him fuck
let him
his
fuck
mama
his
then."
mama then.
Shit,
Shit.
have her ass up in the clinic.
Facts.
Shit.
Big
Yeah.
facts. Another red flag of me. I don't like people who always say, "Oh, I was just joking." Like you, if you joke
No.
too much with me, you lying.
Right. Because no, you were joking. You you weren't joking until I called you on it. You were saying that
I
shit
knew
for real,
what you
for
meant,
real.
and that's
That's a
why.
big narcissist trait.
And that's why I call on everything I see. Like because if you let shit slide, it get real slippery, and niggas think they could do that shit all the time.
Right. And then when you do say you let it slide 3 times, the fourth time you say something, oh, you ain't say nothing the other time, I'm
Exactly.
just joking with you.
And
No, I
even
don't
if I
like it.
didn't, I'm saying something now. How about that?
Exactly. Exactly. That's a big red flag. It's
Big red
another red
flag.
flag for me. Um,
Trying to plug my charger.
Mechanic. Just
Mechanic.
gonna put that out there. Yeah, mechanics. You're a
Uh,
mechanic.
why
If you
my husband in school right now for mechanic,
mm,
and he's a Cancer. Red flags across the fucking board.
when I was younger, me and my cousin, we were sitting on my grandma's porch and we was outside playing with Barbies. And my grandma lived on the main road, it was Main Street. That was the name of the street. So this guy, he's zooming down the street and he stops right in front of my grandma's house. Him and his girlfriend are arguing in the car. She gets out the car acting like she's about to walk away or, storm off or whatever. He gets out the car, leaves the door open, and smacks her dead on the ground, face flat.
Was he her pimp?
I
That sounds like a pimp prostitute move to me.
don't know what it was, but he had on the damn blue uniform with his name on it. He was
A
a
blue
mechanic.
I'm like a blue uniform. What the fuck was this nigga? Fucking
I should have
mechanic.
known. We should discuss love languages.
And how hard it is when your significant other is on a completely different one. What
Mm.
happens when your significant other's love language is your like okay, like his love language is touch.
Is the one you don't like.
Yes, I don't like being touched. And my
Well,
love
that's
language is
so. I
communication.
don't. I don't quite understand. Like I know what I like, and I believe I know my love language. So my love language is acts of service and physical touch.
Okay.
I love. I know you're like. Eh.
Cringing.
So that's what I want you to do to me. I don't expect you to want me to do that to you because your love language is different. So if your partner's love language is so you don't like to be touched or touching.
No, I'll touch him. I don't like to be touched.
Okay, so what's the problem?
He wanna touch me.
Oh, he wants to be touched and he wants to
Yes,
rub
he's
all
a
up on
touchy
you.
Philly ass Cancer. I wanna cuddle, like, and I'm like, get off me. But because I know that's what he needs, I try to compromise.
Yeah, I'm saying
But
maybe do maybe like 10 minutes a day. Okay, like
okay, that's
it's your
fine.
time.
But if you're not meeting me halfway with my love language, I'm not
Mm.
giving you yours.
And what is yours?
Communication.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
It's getting better because I've started withholding his love language. And that's all about, I know the Cancers, if you're not giving them affection and love all the time, they, in their mind, you don't want them anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now they're going to look for that love and affection somewhere else. But in my Libra mind, if that's what you want to do that. When I'm
Not on
mad,
me.
you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not giving me my communication that I need, in my mind, what the fuck you got going on, who you talking to if you not talking to me.
Right.
And if I'm coming to you talking to you and you not giving me nothing back, it's like a blatant slap in my face. Like, did you not just hear me say anything that I just said to you? You just don't give a fuck?
Right.
Bet, don't touch me.
I'm a sucker for all the love languages,
Me
actually.
too, but we all have that major one, that the one that drives you crazy if you don't get it.
Yeah.
And yours
I
is if
can't
a
be in a
person.
relationship where we're not affectionate.
Yeah.
I can't
See,
do it.
but this is me. I don't know you need that unless you tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Cause mine's is communication. So if you don't
Right.
communicate to me what you want and you just walking around and I'm asking you, are we good? And you like, yeah, we fine. But in your mind, you got animosity because you thinking, oh, well, I expect you to just know that. Now I don't just know shit if I ask you, are we good? And you say we cool.
Right.
And that's when
Like,
it's problems.
talk. Use your
Yeah.
words.
And that's when it becomes problems because they don't know how to use their words like that. They feel like they are communicating, but they're not. And it doesn't come out until they're being emotional.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I need you to communicate to me before you get to that emotional part. Because once you get emotional, I'm gonna get emotional.
That part.
So that's why I'm like, yo, all it takes is a simple conversation, and
Yeah,
you
and
don't gotta
that
tilt
was
it.
that was a big problem with my last relationship too. He claimed that I didn't hear him, I didn't listen to him. He felt like he was in a relationship alone. I also found out later that he said these same things to his ex-girlfriend. So I know it was all a game, a facade. But I would ask him, are you okay? Do you need anything from me? What do you need me to do?
Yeah.
Do you want me to rub your back?
You want a sandwich?
Do you
I
want
ain't
me to get
getting
you
it.
something to drink?
See, but that's
And
me. I'm not an acts of service ass bitch. So I can't be in a relationship with someone who needs acts of service. I'll pay for it to get done.
mm-hmm.
Like, no, I'm just saying, like, and I'm keeping it a buck. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not to give you back rubs and like I will rub your back, but don't ask me to do a deep tissue massage on you or no shit like that. Like I'm not doing it.
Right.
After
No, I
three
feel
minutes, I'm over it. Like so,
yeah,
but
oh shit.
he does that, and this is what I do because he gives me like pedicures and everything. I communicate to him how much I appreciate it. I tell him how much I thank you. You don't have to do this. I appreciate that you do this. I love when you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you want me to go pay for you to get a pedicure?
Right. Because I myself can't go down
Yeah,
that realm
but
without surely.
and he's learned to okay, well, this is how chiffon shows her appreciation. She tells me. It's late. I worked all fucking day. I appreciate you coming and talking to me.
Absolutely.
We gonna
I'll
do this
come for the
again.
next one.
All right, bet. I'm gonna put you on the list as a regular. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yay.
All right, girl. Well, good night.
Good night, babes.
Bye.
And I'm not toxic.
Yes, you are. But it's fine. I still love you. Messy toxic boots. Bye.
Bye. It ain't my